Are we at peak 4-track? Are prices for Tascam 424 multi-track cassette recorders hitting a ceiling? Coming up.
Hey mom, keep it down. Try to rock it in the basement of the crowd.
Hey, it's Mike from 424recording.com. If you know anything about this channel, you know that it started based on the Tascam 424 multi-track cassette recorder. And recently I was looking for parts for one of my first model over here, my Tascam 424 Mark III. One of the sliders is messed up. I'm trying to get some extra parts for it because I want to replace it. But I was struck and stunned by the prices of 424s these days. To get one that's like functioning, even the non-functioning ones for parts are like $150. I remember when that seemed to be the peak price that you would find them for. Now it seems like they're attempting to fetch prices of $600 or more in certain cases of like the 246 and other models. The more vintage models, I guess, but which leads me to ask the question, are we hitting a peak in the 4-track market, or will we ever? I was actually talking with Mike Forrester, he's going to be on the podcast this week, about this exact issue, or this exact, topic, and it just seems to me that, I don't know, will we see like 4-tracks going for $1,000 in a few years? I don't know if it'll ever get quite to that point. I could see it happening as the technology gets older. And more people, tape stuff keeps getting more expensive, and then the cassette stuff gets more expensive after that. But I don't know what to think about it. It's kind of I think it's cool that people are rediscovering the hobby and into it, but at the same time it's double-edged, because if I want to try to fix one of my old machines now, it kind of seems like, I mean, what else can I get for $300, $600, in terms of digital recording, and even for the novice and somebody who wants to get into cassette recording, maybe just the digital multi-track recorder could be a better bet, or some kind of app that records 4 tracks or something. I don't know. I mean, obviously the cassette has a sound, and that's what we're going for, and that's the the idea of the channel and the lo-fi nature of the 424s and the 4 tracks. But I don't know, I was just kind of struck by the current prices. What do you think? You think they'll ever hit a ceiling? Do you think over time they'll just get more and more expensive? Do you think we'll ever see a drop in them? It seems like they're just going to keep getting rarer. I don't know. And I was just wondering about the correlation between cassette culture, the proliferation of cassettes and people putting their music on cassettes and selling them. I don't know, how many artists out there that put out cassettes, if you're an artist that's put out a cassette, did you do a digital recording? Did you do a cassette recording? Did you do a mix? I'm just curious, because I'm assuming there's some correlation between the sale of 4 tracks and the proliferation of, bands putting their music out on cassette. But I'm also aware that I think some bands record digitally and just put it on cassette because it's a cheap format. So I know that there's some correlation there. If you have any insight on that, or anecdotal evidence as to, did your band buy a 4-track to release a cassette, or did you just put a cassette? Let us know in the comments below. So I guess in the end, I think Craigslist is still going to be the best place to get used Tascam 424s and cassette recorders. It seems to be there's artificial inflation sometimes with eBay and sites like Reverb. Based on just past sales, things can be adjusted, and I don't know, based on past sales, people then price their potential sales more, or their potential 4 tracks that they're trying to sell for more. I don't know, so I just wonder how that drives the market for them, and also cassette culture. And I just wonder, and what do you think? Do you think we're ever going to hit a ceiling with the price? Will they just continue to get rarer, and getting rarer and older and more vintage just keep fetching more and more money? Just curious to see what you think. Curious to see if you think there will be a peak in 4-track, interest in 4 tracks and cassette and putting out cassettes. I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic to consider, and especially one when it comes to lo-fi recording and indie rock music, and how people are continuing to put out cassettes these days. So I don't know, let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to think about this, and make sure you got something you want to do today, or make sure you do something you want to do today. Ooh, I flubbered that. Oh well, we'll make it better next time. Have a great day. This is Mike from 424 Recording. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you nerd, and hit that bell notification if you want to get the latest notifications when videos come out. And we'll see you on the next one, all right?